to Wranglers Baseball on Super Mega Baseball 2. We are excited to bring to you. We are excited to bring to you today the continuation of our Great Vacation League Season 1. To take a quick look here, we're going to up the ego today. We've been having some easy games, really the last two games, so we are going to up the ego. I was kind of doing a split ego with kind of 43-ish hitting, 43-ish pitching, and kind of 25s on the rest, basically the running, and I can't remember what the other one is at the moment, but ultimately I decided to just go 50 across the board. We're going to continue this, currently sitting at 7-1. We're going to take a look at the season standings. Again, we're trying to help you decide where you want to go on vacation. We've got the beach division and the mountain division. Currently, your Wranglers are leading the mountain division with a record of 7-1. The beach division is being led by the Aquatics at 7-2. Behind that, it's just a couple games back, the Swordfish, Sharks, and Bottlenoses in the beach division. Foresters, Longmen, and Brown Bears in the mountain division. Wranglers are kind of taking over this mountain division, which is why I ultimately decided to increase the ego. I felt like it was getting a little bit too easy or something. I just the last couple of games, we'll look real quick here at the schedule, were just ridiculous, really. As you can see here against the Brown Bears, we won the last game 18-2, which I just, I think a lot of our guys are, their egos are really high right now. Things are going well for them, hitting the ball well, everything's going well, so maybe that's a part of it. Also, maybe the Brown Bears are just that bad. The game before that, we played the Brown Bears also. That one actually went into extra innings with the score 2-2. And then we, kind of rallied, scored 7 runs in our inning, and then ultimately won that one, obviously 9-2, as you can see there. And that just continued on in that next game with a huge win, 18-2. That one got a little bit ridiculous. Everything above that really wasn't terrible per se. So maybe I don't really need to change the ego, but I feel right now that all of my players are just off the charts, playing well, and so I didn't really want that to affect things. And I felt like even me almost playing this game for the first time, really, that I should be having a little bit more of a difficulty playing the game, really. And so I decided, let's just increase the ego, see how this kind of goes for the rest of the season. We basically played our first 8 games, and now we're going to play our next 8 games with a higher ego. So we'll kind of see how this goes in this game here today. We are going to have our ace Havoc middleman into pitch today against the Bottlenoses, who currently are in the beach division and their record, I think, is 3-5. We'll take a look at that again one more time here before we get started. Again, our season standings, leading in the beach division. The Bottlenoses are in the bottom of that division, currently sitting at 3-5, and the Wranglers are 7-1. But we are increasing the ego, so we're going to have to see how this game goes today. Again, we're trying to help you decide where you want to go on your vacation. Do you want to go to the beach, or do you want to go to the mountains? Let's go ahead and get into this next game against the Bottlenoses. Again, just to summarize, we are playing a 16-game season. We are just playing 7-inning games. It looks like, as you can see here, everyone is just off the charts, doing, on fire, locked in, jacked. Shaz Hatter is jacked. Severus Sasso is on fire. So everybody right now is just playing off the charts good, except for maybe Nickel King, who's just, a little average, I guess, at best. But in any case here, let's get into this game. Again, just 7-inning games. I kind of want to try to get through this season. I figured it'd be a lot more fun if I was able to get through seasons a little bit quicker. So I decided to make them just 16-game seasons and decided to just play 7-inning games. I thought that would make things a little bit fun, a little bit faster, game by game, getting through things quicker. As you can see, we are, this is really our 4th stream, I guess. We're getting through a couple to 3 games per stream here, or per episode, if you will. So hopefully that's okay with everybody else, because I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It looks like here in the first inning, the Bottlenoses are going to be up to bat first. They're going to have R.J. Gibson, Wayne Decker, and Zerwin Bruno up to bat. And here come the Bottlenoses. I really kind of like their color scheme, uniform colors there, kind of fun. So let's start with inside and low, which is kind of where I like to get things started. Everybody kick back, relax. That's what I'm doing right now, and let's have some fun playing some baseball tonight. I really kind of enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. Watching kind of the player animations, all the different player names just kind of make me laugh. And I just kind of enjoy playing this game. Ooh, I'm gonna try to dive. Nope, not gonna get there. So we're just gonna throw that in, and that is a single to start the game here for the Bottlenoses. Our starting pitcher, Havoc Middleman, has been having really just a great start to the season. I think he's got, his ERA is below 1. So he is playing well, pitching. He's pitched 2 games so far and won both. Get up there. I should have dove for that. I should have jumped for that one. Maybe this 50 ego is not going to be as easy as I thought. Raising that ego, I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more difficult. Hopefully I didn't make it too difficult, but that is 2 base hits, and the second one being a double. Let's start to pitch here a little bit more away from the players. See if we can get them to swing on some stuff, and that one is swung on. We're going to have to try to get this one in quick, because they may try to tag, but they do not. Able to prevent the run there, but that's just going to be out number 1. Thank you guys for watching. Hope everybody's having a nice day. Let me know in the comment section how your day has been. It is Friday, which is always nice. That's a fair, but that is going to bring in a run, and that's going to make the score 1-0. Next up here is Mr. Bradley, Gray Bradley. Bottlenoses' names aren't quite as fun. Yeah, I know. Don't tell me that. Ooh, that is a fair ball. Oops, didn't mean to quite dive there. I got in my head speed burst. That is another double in this first inning. The Bottlenoses have opened up 2-0 already. Maybe raising this ego to 50 wasn't a very good idea. It just got so ridiculous last game with that 18-2 win. Made me think, well, I need to make this a little bit more interesting. So I decided to make the change, but maybe that was not very smart on my part, as the Bottlenoses have started out here 2-0. Not that I want to win games handily, but I also don't want to get beat too handily. Nice pitch there for out number 3. Excuse me, I wanted to say Shaz Hatter, but Havoc Middleman is our pitcher. Severus Sasso, Nickel King, and Chaz Hatter, the top of our lineup, coming up to start the day here. It looks like we're going up against Fats Anubis. There's a nice name. We're going to get a little base hit here, I think, if Severus Sasso can beat out the run, which he does fairly easily. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to bring up now Nickel King. Let's see if we can, let's just try to steal. Why the heck not? It kind of turns into a hit and run, which luckily I probably did that, because it might have turned into a double play there if I wouldn't have. But that is an out number 1. Nickel King couldn't quite get it into the gap there. Inside. There is ball number 1 for Shaz Hatter. He is having a great start to this season. as he is currently, oop, that was a bad swing, jacked up. His power is really super high, and he hits that one foul. Ooh, and that was not a good swing. Probably shouldn't have swung on that one. That probably would have been high. And a ball, but swang anyway. And now we are sitting at 2 outs, and that is a nice pitch. That looked a little bit low, but it counts as a strike. Inside. That one goes to the inside for ball 1. Too low. That one is low for 2 balls. And there's a nice hit, but it is rocketed right to the second baseman and caught, and that will be out number 3 for the Wranglers. End of the first inning. Bottlenose is still leading here, 2-2-0. After that one, not necessarily a great start here for the Wranglers. Next up is Lorenzo Undermeyer. We're going to start again here on the inside. And at some point need to switch that up. Can't continue to do the same thing, starting with the same pitches every time for these people, or else you're going to get yourself in trouble. There's just a little hit there, but that's going to go foul. Let's come with a slider and high right there is a good spot. And that one is just dribbled to the first baseman. Going to get it over there for the first out. That was a little bit closer than I wanted it to be, but able to get that out, and that's going to bring up Gray Rico. Down and in again. Let's switch it up and come down into the outside here on the next pitch, and that one is hit high up into the air. And we'll drop back and catch that one at second. That's going to be out number 2, and that brings up their pitcher, Fata Nubus. Inside. That one is thrown again inside, starting low and inside on all of these batters here to start this game. And then coming back to the outside seems to be not really working, as obviously the score is 2-0. Come high and inside. Strike number 2. Ooh, bless you. Bless you, Havoc Middleman. Ooh, trying to get that fork down there. And that is going to go out to the second baseman again. He's going to catch it for out number 3. Basically just 3 up, 3 down there. Next up for the Wranglers, Larry Curtis, Menace Reef, and John Johns. Menace Reef's name really does not match. He really should probably be in the beach division just because of Reef. Ooh, that one catches the edge. That's strike number 1. That was kind of swung on that one in desperation, thinking that was going to catch the outside corner, but it did not. But here comes Menace Reef, our shortstop. Got quite a bit of speed, kind of middle of the road, power and contact. Swung on the first pitch there. That's going to be strike number 1 with the foul. Outside. Outside for ball number 1. Back right down the middle. Fouled off again. That one's going to go high, and that's going to look like that's going to be caught easily by the shortstop, dropping back there to catch that one for out number 2. Next up is John Johns. He is our catcher, currently with a .417 average. Outside. Outside for ball number 1. Low. Ooh, low and outside for ball 2. Playing that outside. This one's going to be inside. Nope. It's going to be outside again. Tried to call it, but that's 3-1 now. Ooh, low for strike number 2. And the same exact pitch swung on again. Strike number 3. Out number 3, and that's going to take us to the top of the 3rd. Up for the Bottlenoses is going to be R.J. Gibson, Wayne Decker, and Zerwin Bruno. Back to the top of their order here for the 3rd inning. Let's start this time down and outside. Switch things up a little bit. Let's come high. Ooh, that's a little too high. Let's come with the curveball here and see. Ooh, that's going right down the middle. Ooh, that was lucky. Get that low corner now this time. Now goes over to first for out number 1. 423 average with 1 home run here for Wayne Decker. Let's again kind of start this time to the outside. And he was fooled. Back to the inside low. And he hammers one. Got to try to get out there. I don't know if we're going to do it. And no, that is a home run for the Bottlenoses to make the score now 3-0. Wayne Decker's their second home run of the season, 3rd RBI of the season. And the Bottlenoses have started out this game well. Gonna have to continue to fight back. That one is fouled off.
Foul ball.
That one fouled now for strike number 2. Really should keep this one out of the zone altogether. See if we can trick him and get him to swing. Got him to swing, but he got a piece of it somehow. Let's come down and away again. Now let's go up and in. Hit that corner, got him. Fooled him for out number 2. Nice pitching there that time by Havoc Middleman to get that out right after giving up the home run. Let's come back to this high and inside pitch. They seem to be struggling a little bit with that one. Just run this one right over to first for out number 3. After the home run, makes the score 3-0 now going into the bottom of the 3rd. Ryan Drobkin, Havoc Middleman, and Severus Sasso, kind of the bottom of the order here. Last 2 for the Wranglers. We'll kind of have to see how things go here. Ryan Drobkin is technically on fire. Ooh, caught the edge there. I don't know about that. That one looks low. Ball 1.
Inside.
Inside for ball 2. Inside again for ball 3. 3-1. Got him. I should have swung at that one. Ooh, nice. Good eye there, Dropkin. Good eye. Gets it over to first. Havoc Middleman, our pitcher, now up to bat. He does have a 400 average, so not terrible for a pitcher. Ooh, swung late on that one. Ooh, that's going to go foul. That's going to be strike number 2. Kind of high and in here on the pitches here to start. Kind of trying to jam them. Actually, let's just try to bunt it. Why the heck not? Great bunt by Havoc Middleman, and he's actually going to be safe. I tried at the last second there. I went ahead and tried to bunt it. Totally worked out. Moved the runner over and was safe. Next up is Severus Sasso. Back to the top of the order now. And he's going to just ground one over to third, and that's going to be, ooh, oh, that was close. Thought that was going to be a double play, but Sasso was able to get to first just in time. That's going to bring up Nickel King now with players on first and third. Right up the middle. What a play there by the second baseman to dive and get that one, but that is going to be a run scored. But there is also an out at first, so out number 2. Shaz Hatter now up to bat, currently still on fire.
Inside.
Score now 3-1. Puts one out there to right, but that's going to go foul. Count 2-1. Ooh, nice strike. Looked a little low, but
Inside.
inside for ball number 3. Is that going to be a hittable pitch? Probably a little high. That's going to end up being out number 3, but the Wranglers do get a run in this inning to make it now 3-1. Thank you guys again for coming out and watching. I really appreciate it. Again, we're playing here in the Vacation League interdivision matchup between the Beach Division and the Mountain Division, trying to help you decide where you're going to go on your vacation. Currently, the Wranglers are leading the Mountain Division, and the Bottlenoses are sitting at the bottom of the Beach Division. But in this game today, they are playing well, currently leading 3-1 as they get another base hit here. Just continuing to hit the ball well. Havoc Middleman, our ace pitcher, seems to be struggling a little bit today, but I did increase the ego up to just 50. I don't consider myself good at all at this game. I was kind of playing in that 45 range, or actually even a little bit below that, 43 range. But I felt like my games were getting a little bit too easy, you know, especially currently sitting at 7-1. In the last game that I played, I won 18-2, so I figured, you know what, it's time to think about increasing the ego. So I went ahead and jumped it all the way up to 50.
Ball.
Another nice hit there. That's going to turn into extra bases. Hopefully can get there in time and prevent a run from scoring. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Another run's going to score, and it's going to be now 4-1. Maybe I need to switch up my pitching or something. Ooh, another base hit right up the middle. Trying to just keep that run from scoring. That's going to put base runners, though, on now first and third with their pitcher coming up, Anubis. Fats Anubis up to bat. Had him fooled for strike number one. Let's come now back to the inside. See if we can get him to swing. Nope. Let's come with the slider back to the outside. Fouls it off for strike number two. Let's come with the forkball. Low. Got him high. That is out number two. Just need to try to get out of this inning at this point without giving up any more runs, just to try to keep this game close. But now they are back at the top of the order. That one looks like it has popped up. Let's see if John Johnson can get there, and he cannot. So that is just going to be a strike. Let's come back to the inside. Got him to swing. That's going to be fouled off for strike number two. See if we can fool him on the fork, but not quite. Let's come back with the curve, because why the heck not? Another foul. He continues to just fight off the pitches. Let's go to the outside, and that's for ball number one. Let's come back to the inside. Got him for strike number three. Nice pitch there. I don't know how that one caught the edge, but it did. Wranglers get out of this inning just giving up the one run, leaving two men stranded. Jack Lopez, Larry Curtis, and Menace Reef are going to be up next to bat. And let's see if the Wranglers can get something going here. They need some kind of action. Not a good start there as he throws it right down the middle, and I don't swing at it. That's going to be ball number one. Right down the middle, and he blasts one straight away center. Has that one got enough legs or wings or whatever you want to say? And it does. That is a home run for the Wranglers. 426 feet basically straight away. Lopez's fifth home run of the season. What a great hit. Hopefully that can get us going here. Next up is Larry Curtis, our second baseman. And that is another base hit. That one just got over the glove of the third baseman on the dive. Maybe this is a good sign of things to come here in this inning. There's a home run and next a base hit. Next up is Menace Reef, our shortstop. That was going to be high, and ball number one. And that's going to be a base hit. Nice hit there by Menace Reef. It's going to put players now on first and second base with John Johns, our catcher, coming up. 400 average and 3 RBIs this season. Let's see if we can get another base hit. Oop, and that one has popped up, it looks like. We're just going to get everybody back. And that one is caught for out number one. Next up is Ryan Dropkin, 333 average. He does have a home run and 4 RBIs. That one's going to be, looks like high into the outside for ball number one. High again for ball number two. Out of the inside for ball three. We're just going to take this pitch. Ooh, I don't know about that call. That one is blasted out to right. Does it have enough to go? Not quite, but it does hit the the wall there, where that is going to bring home a run and make the score now 4-3. What a hit, just not quite enough legs or wings to go all the way out. But what a great hit there to bring home a run. And that's going to bring up Havoc middleman, and then he's going to hit right into a double play. And that is going to end this inning. But the Wranglers got 2 runs on the board to bring this game a little bit closer now at the top of the 5th. With the score now 4-3. Wayne Decker, Zerwin Bruno, and Megan Peppers up to bat here for the Bottlenoses. Got to be careful with Mr. Decker here. He's got a ton of power, contact. He's even pretty fast, and he is currently on fire. So we need to maybe stay away from him in all reality. Thrown to the inside there for ball number 1. Let's go high and outside just because. When he hits that one, but foul. It's going back low into the inside. Kind of jammed him there. That's foul number 2 and strike number 2.
That's low.
Just want somebody to fall for that football. It's not quite working out the way I want it to, and there is a hit deep out there to center field straight away, and that is a home run for the Bottlenoses. What a hit. Very much straight away center field. Decker's 3rd home run on the season and 4th RBI of the season. What a nice hit there. Maybe I need to stay away from the curveball. Let's come high and inside now. Bruno's got a ton of power as well. This is kind of the heart of their order for sure. As another one is hit out deep. Not going to get there, and that one may go. And that one, no, it bounces off the top of the wall. Ultimately just a double, but another nice hit there. The Bottlenoses continue to hit the ball well. Havoc middleman is struggling today, it seems. Or maybe the Bottlenoses are just hitting the ball that well. Or my pitching is that terrible. I don't know what the right thing to say. Nice one there. Nice to get over there. I was kind of concerned I overran that play. But ultimately got over there and made the play. Got the out. That's going to be out number 2. But again, we got another power hitter here coming up to bat. High and inside. He was fooled. For strike number 1. Let's go low and inside. Looked like he was fooled again. Now let's try this forkball again. I want it to work. Ooh, got him that time. That is actually out number 2. I was wrong before. I said that it was out number 2 just a second ago. Next up, though, is, it looks like Chumley is his name. B. Chumley. Hey, you know, be a chum. Good name. I love these names on this Super Mega Baseball. Crack me up. And that's going to be out number 3. Able to get out of this inning, but did give up a home run. Make the score 5-3 now. Top of the order here up for the Wranglers. Again, this is just a 7-inning game, so we'll have to see how this one goes. Severus Sasso continues to be on fire after really starting off the season not good. He was probably didn't really hits one out there to left. That's going to go foul.
Foul ball.
He probably went the first 3 games or so, you know, hitting about. Nice play there by the shortstop. He's going to get that over to first just in time for out number 1. It's going to bring up now Nickel King. Ooh, that was high. Why did I swing at that one? He's going to be high again. Ball 1. Now he gets the pitch they want. Fouled off. Strike number 2. And that one's going to go out to right. Is it going to have enough? It is not. Just out to the warning track for out number 2. Next up is Shaz Hatter. He is struggling today at 0 for 2. See if he can get something going here. That one catches the edge for strike 1. This one again is going to go out to right, but not as far as the last hit. So that's going to be out number 3. Score still at 5-3 now. Top of the 6th, bottom of the order coming up for the Bottlenoses. Hopefully we can get a quick 1, 2, 3 inning here and give ourselves a chance at the bottom of the 6th. Lorenzo Undermeyer up to bat.
Low.
Again, just trying to keep it low and away, although I don't really know that that's totally been working. There we go. Let's come with the curve and bring it to the outside here and see if we can get him to swing at it. That's a foul. That'll be strike number 2, though. Looks like Havoc Middleman, his stamina is down. We may need to think about replacing him soon.
Inside.
Let's come back to the outside now. That's going to be a good pitch, and it is for strike number 3. Tried to break his bat, but couldn't quite do it. It's going to bring up now Gray Rico. Rico Suave. Who remembers that? That one's going to move. Oh, caught it. Havoc Middleman caught that one. I thought that was going to need to be thrown over to first, but it wasn't. And here comes the pitcher. Actually, nope, they're going to trade him out. Looks like they're going to bring in, what is that person's name? Farmer? Can't quite read that first name for some reason. But he's going to come in to hit here. He's got, middle of the road power and contact. There's strike number 1. Nice pitch there to open. Come out here to the outside. Strike number 2. Let's come back to the inside, but maybe high. See if we can get him here for strike number 3, and we do. We get him looking. And that's going to make them bring in a new pitcher here. Looks like Botham is going to come in now to pitch. And we're kind of getting into the middle of our lineup here with Jack Lopez, Larry Curtis, and Menace Reef up to bat here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Again, we're just playing 7-inning games, so we got to get some runs here on the board, or else we're going to lose this one. Ooh, he's got this crazy left arm, sidearm pitch, and that one is hit hard out to right center, and is going to go for a home run to make the score 5-4. What a hit there. I don't really like those sidearm throws, but Jack Lopez hits a home run, and that is going to bring up now Larry Curtis. That is 2 on the day, I think, now for Jack Lopez. 2 home runs. He's having a great day. I'm surprised I was able to do that, because this kind of sidearm action is not my favorite. It's hard for me to locate the ball or something. I don't know. There's one. Oh, that's going to go foul. Looks low, and it is for ball 2. Ooh, that one was swung on late. That's going to be out number 1, and that's going to bring up now Menace Reef. He's just 1 for 2 today. Let's see if we can, way inside for ball number 1. Inside again for ball 2. Wanted that one. Looks low. That is ball number 3. To the outside for ball number 4, and he walks Menace Reef. He is one of our speedsters, so I may try to steal here. If John John's up to bat, I think I am just going to go ahead and try to steal. That one's going to be low, and he's going to get caught for out number 2. Thought he had a little bit more speed than that. Didn't think that would be an issue picking that one up, but it was. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Nice diving grab there by the second baseman. Just barely caught that one. But that is now going to be out number 3. We're able to get a run with the Jack Lopez home run to make the score now 5-4. Top of the 7th, top of the order here for the Bottlenoses. We need to switch out our pitchers, as Havoc Middleman is getting tired. So let's go ahead and substitute him out. Let's bring in He's a starting pitcher. Either Felipe Bruce. Let's bring in Emmett Beefy. We haven't played him a whole lot. He's got some good velocity, some good accuracy. I think that's a good choice. All right, Mr. Emmett Beefy. Let's see what you got. Here at the top of the order, let's see if we can get something going. That is a foul ball to start. Let's come back with the change. High. Ooh, that one is hit out to left, but is caught for out number 1. Wayne Decker is up. He's already had a double and a home run. He's been doing whatever the world he wants to do here today. Throw that one to the inside for ball 1. Let's go back to the outside. That's strike number 2. Now let's come with the curveball, but try to get it down, and he hits another one. I think he likes those curveballs. I think I should not have thrown the curve. And he's able to get all the way to second base. That's going to be a double. Nice hit every time he's up to bat. Again, starting here to the inside and then coming back to the outside, but that one is missed. Luckily, that's hit foul.
Foul ball.
That was a little bit nerve-wracking. Let's come Kai into the inside. That's going to keep a guy at second. That's going to be out number 2. That's going to bring up now Megan Peppers. She's currently 0 for 3. Let's try to make her 0 for 4 right now. Got her for strike number 1. Let's keep it low. Ooh, got her for strike 2. She's chasing. Let's go high and inside. And we got her. That's going to be out number 3. This is going to be our last chance here for the Wranglers. Currently sitting down by 1 with the score 5-4. Bottom of the 7th. We are just playing 7-inning games, so this is going to be it. Bottom of the order here for the game, but Ryan Dropkin is 1 for 1 today with a walk. So let's just go ahead and let him bat. But that is strike 1. Strike 2 now. Whew. Outside for ball number 1. Ooh, and that is going to be strikeout. And out number 1. We're going to go ahead and substitute Mr. Beefy. Question is who we're going to get in here to hit. Let's bring in here Trevor Did. He's our speedster, so if we can get him on base, maybe we can move him around. So let's bring in Trevor Did. Inside for ball number 1. Looked low, but it wasn't. Strike 1. Felt like I had to swing on that one. That's strike 2. Ooh, and he lofts that one up. That's going to be caught. Infield fly. Out number 2. And that's going to bring up Severus Sasso. Let's see if he can keep this game alive. Just a base hit would be nice, although I would take a... Go ahead and give me a home run. Tie up this game would be just fine. But Love McDonald is going to come into the game, try to close this thing out. She throws one wide out there for ball number 1. Out of the inside there for strike 1. Ooh, and there's a nice base hit right up the middle. That'll give us a chance here now with Nickel King up to bat, although he is struggling today at 0 for 3. You know what, as a matter of fact, well, I was going to change him out, but ooh, that's going to be ball 1. Ooh, there is going to be a base hit. Let's just get back. Let's be smart. Thought about trying to go for third base there, but second guess myself. That's going to bring up Shaz Hatter. He also is struggling today at 0 for 3, but he's one of our best hitters. Ooh, and he gets strike number 1 high. Outside for ball one. Ooh, that's that same pitch. Strike two. She tricked me there as she threw high. Got me with those strikes and then came back low for strike number three. Shaz Hatter strikes out and the Wranglers lose this game 5-4, leaving two men stranded there in the bottom of the seventh with actually our best hitter up, Shaz Hatter. Unfortunately unable to pull out this game. It looked like there was a slight possibility there, but nice pitching there by the closer to end this thing, and the Wranglers lose just their second game of the season with the score 5-4, taking their record now to 7-2. Much more difficult game with the increase in ego to 50. We'll have to continue to see how this goes. Again, we played our first, basically half of the season, or it was the half of the season, 8 games or so, with kind of, a 43-ish ego. But obviously we were 7-1, and the last game that I played, last 2 games, one was 9-2, and then the next one was 18-2. I decided it was time to make a change, so we moved it up to 50. And ultimately that turns out to be Havoc Middleman's first loss of the season, as he gave up quite a few runs, obviously. Couldn't really pull out this win. Jack Lopez did have 2 home runs in this game. He was the only reason why we continued to stay in this game, as his 2 home runs helped us to stay there, but unfortunately couldn't get that last hit to tie the game there in the bottom of the 7th. In any case, it was a good game, lots of fun to play here. Let's go ahead and end this one and simulate the rest of this week, or whatever it is. I don't really quite know how this game simulates stuff moving forward. I don't know if it's by a week or what exactly it is, but let's go ahead and simulate here and kind of see where that puts us. So the Wranglers currently now will still continue to lead the Mountain Division at 7-2. Aquatics currently leading the Beach Division 7-2 as well. Let's see, actually 7-3 now as they lose a game, but still continue to lead the Beach Division. As do we, the Mountain Division. Even though we lost, I think we actually gained a half game because the Logmen lost as well. The Aquatics and the Swordfish are kind of right there. Swordfish are just a game and a half back, so anything can kind of happen in the Beach Division. Anything really could still happen in the Mountain Division too, as obviously we had this increase in ego, so we'll have to see how this affects us moving forward. But let's go ahead and proceed out of this. We're going to go up against the Sharks here in the next game. Ralph Mcmurphy is going to be our pitcher. Let's go ahead and get into this game. Again, we're looking at, the Sharks are more of a balanced team, as you can kind of see right underneath their record. The Wranglers, if you did not know already, are a little bit more of what we consider, I guess, defensive experts. I don't know that I necessarily set it up that way. That's just how it turned out. So let's go ahead and get into this game. I think for the most part, we're going to keep everything as is. It could be time to potentially think about taking out John Johns, but I think we're going to let it ride. Everyone kind of continues to, be doing fairly well, kind of staying in that locked-in mode, jacked mode. Everyone's still seeming to, even with the loss, and not having the best of days. Shaz Hatter was 0 for 4 in that last game. Nickel King was 0 for 4 in that last game. Yet they continue to kind of be in this locked-in mode. So I guess that's good. I think they dropped down a little bit on their mojo. But let's get into this one. Ralph Mcmurphy has also not lost a game yet this season. So let's see if we can keep his winning streak alive. Back to our home field, I think, here in this game, Secura Hills. Our home field. We played quite a few home games to start the season. I think it was 4, and then I think we now played 4 away games, and now we're back home going up against the Sharks. Again, interdivisional game, Beach Division versus the Mountain Division. Let's get this thing started. Looks like the Sharks are going to have Emmett Pierce, Ding Phillips, and Shep Yellow. I love these names.
Play ball.
Emmett Pierce is going to be up to bat. I like their color scheme too. That kind of blue and gray action there. Great stance. Great stance there, Emmett. Shake that thing. Back to the outside. Not going to fool him there. Back to the inside and high. It's going to be ball 2. Let's go inside low.
Foul ball.
Got him to swing. Let's come with the changeup. Ooh, that's going to miss. He's going to get that one. Dive. Ooh, couldn't quite get there. That's probably going to turn into a double. Trying to get that in quickly. Able to do so, but that's going to be a stand-up double here to start the game for the Sharks. Nice hit. That's going to bring up Ding Phillips. Hopefully he doesn't hit a dinger. Whew. Gets one up there, but it looks like that's going to go foul.
Foul ball.
He does have quite a bit of power, so probably really need to be careful here. Not to do anything silly. Ooh, trying to get that one there, but unable to do so. Try to keep that runner at third. That's going to put runners now on first and third here for the Sharks. Shep Yellow now up to bat. Fits with the color of his beard. Oh, and he's just going to bunt it. Interesting. Just going to throw that over to first. Now they're going to have runners at second and third. With Mr. McCloy up to bat. He's also got some power. Gonna have to be careful here with him. Ooh, he gets that one up. We're gonna have to be careful here. They may try to tag here to get a run in, which they're gonna do. We're gonna try to get it there, but no, not in time. All right, the only way I could have done that is if I wouldn't have thrown it to the cutoff man, but I did anyway. So back to the inside, and they're catching on to that quick. So let's come back to the outside. I thought that was going to be good, but unfortunately, no. Let's come high and inside. Just going to get that one back to first. That's going to be out number 3. Sharks do get one on the board. Moving in here to the bottom of the first, top of the order, Severus Sasso, Nickel King, and Chaz Hatter. Top 3 batters for the Wranglers. Again, they kind of struggled last game. Hopefully they can get things back on track here. Severus Sasso is not having a bad season. 333, 4 home runs. And he's going to start right off the bat with one right up the middle. And that one is going to be caught. I don't know how in the world it was, but it was caught for out number 1. Diving catch at the wall. I thought for sure that one bounced off the wall, but it did not. What a catch by the center fielder there. Jeez. Now he's going to be hit out to right, but a line drive right to the outfielder there, and that is going to be out number 2. Chaz Hatter now up. He struggled last game, but hopefully again can get back on track in this one as well. And there's a nice hit. Let's go for 2 right off the bat here. That's going to be a stand-up double for Chaz Hatter. Nice hit to open the game here for him. That's going to bring up Jack Lopez, who had 2 home runs in the last game. He is currently jacked. Let's see if he can continue his hitting ways here in this game.
Inside.
As that bat starts with 2 balls. Ooh, he gets a nice hit there out to right field. I think we're just going to... Chaz would have been throwing out there, so good to keep him on third. That'll bring up Larry Curtis. Just need a base hit here with 2 outs to score a run, tie this game up. See if we can do that. Thought I might get it there, but not quite. Outside for ball number 1. There's the base hit, and that's going to bring a run 2 home, tie up this game at 1 apiece, and bring up now Menace Reef, who loves his bat. Ooh, nice one right down the middle. Probably should have swung at that one. And instead I swing at that one, which was curving in. That's going to be strike number 2. Also swung at that one. Well, that one might get down. Get down. There it is. Base hit for Menace Reef. Somehow just got that one over the shortstop, but dropped down. Would have been that right, there's, center right kind of gap almost. Bases loaded. Ooh, and that's going to go right to the second baseman. That's going to be out number 3. The Wranglers do get on the board, tying up this game at 1 going into the second inning. Harcourt Meyer, Jamie Rums, and Alika Smalls. Mr. Meyer looks like he's got a ton of speed, fairly decent power, so we probably don't really want him getting on base with all that speed. Probably pitch away from him. There we go, 2 strikes. Let's come at him with the curve back to the inside and see if we can get him. Nope. Let's come inside and high. Got him for strike number 3. Out number 1. That brings up Rums, who is currently on fire. Need to be careful with him, obviously. That's a good start. Strike number 1. Down and inside. Ooh, that's going to be a miss. Ooh, that luckily seems like it fooled him. Let's come back with the 2-seamer inside and high. Jamming him. Change up outside and low. Great pitching here. 2 strikeouts to start this inning. That's going to bring up Mr. Smalls. Let's keep with this philosophy, kind of down and in, out and in.
Foul ball.
Just missing on some of these pitches.
Inside.
Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Strike number 2. Let's come back to this high and in pitch. I like this pitch. And so does he. He's able to get it out there just kind of on a blooper out to right for a base hit. And that's going to bring up Miss Long. We got to keep with this routine kind of inside. Ooh, strike 1. Nice. Thought that one wasn't going to miss. Low and inside. This should be out number 3. Fairly quick inning there for the Wranglers. That's going to bring up bottom of the order Ryan Dropkin, the pitcher Ralph McRalphie, and then back to the top of the order Severus Sasso. Ryan Dropkin on the season, not bad. 346 with the home run. He's going to start this one with a hit grounder to shortstop, thrown over to first for the first out. Ralph McRalphie, the pitchers, had his chance to get some hits. Currently at a .333 average. That one catches the outside corner for strike 1.
Outside.
Very similar pitch, but this time to the too far outside. That's strike number 2. Outside again, 2-2. That one's going to go to the second baseman. Thrown out for out number 2. And here comes Severus Sasso. He had a great hit out to center, but then a greater play by the center fielder, diving catch in order to get that first out for him. Dang, should have swung at that one. Ooh, low for ball 2. High. Full count. I'm guessing that's going to get caught by somebody over there, and it is by the left fielder for out number 3. Top of the order now for the Sharks, Emmett Pierce, Ding Phillips, and Shep Yellow. Pierce has got the speeds. We really don't want him getting on base if we can help it. Fooled him. I don't know how I did, because this is kind of what I've been doing to every pitcher, or every hitter I should say. But he gets struck out. Ralphie continues to have a great game pitching here. That's at least 3 strikeouts now. Seems that what we're doing seems to be working, so let's keep up with it, I think, here. Although we're going to switch that up there, go to the outside first, now back to the inside, and that one is hit out to right field. Should be caught, and is caught for out number 2. Shep Yellow seems to be struggling, looks like. Just a 2.11 average there. First strike foul, first pitch foul for a strike. Ooh, nice hit. Try to get him high to the inside there, try to jam him, but he's able to get around on it and get it out to center. And that's going to bring up McClay. He's not necessarily having the best of seasons either, just with a 259 average. That one missed. Just can get that one over to first for out number 3, and that's going to keep the score 1-1. Moving in now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nickel King, Shaz Hatter, and Jack Lopez up. Nickel King 0 for 1, just under a 300 average. Ooh, probably should have swung on that one.
Outside.
Same pitch, but to the outside for ball 1. Ooh,
That's low.
that was low, that was close.
Outside.
There's ball 3, 3-1 now. Hitters count, but no. Low probably should have let that one go. Swing on that one there, and that's going to be an infield fly ball, out number 1. And that's going to bring up Shaz Hatter. Did have the nice hit in the 1st inning. Got the double, continues to be our best hitter. Ooh, hits that one straight away to first, though, and that's going to be ran over for out number 2. Jack Lopez now 1 for 1 with a single. He's been on fire for sure. Had a chance there, swung too soon. 1-1. Right down the middle, but right to the second baseman for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Wranglers. Next up, Rip Stone, Harcourt Meyer, and Jamie Rums for the Sharks. See if Mcmurphy can continue to pitch the ball well. He's been having a good game here for sure. Getting some good strikeouts. Somewhat simple plays there, just like that one with the grounder. Meyer now up to bat. We're going to come out here to the outside first on him. When he pops one up, let's see if John Johnson can get there. Nope, too far out. Back to the inside, strike number 2. Let's come high and inside, but purposely trying to miss it. Ooh, ball number 1. That's where I wanted it. Sometimes you miss those pitches, but actually able to get it where I wanted. Back to the inside. Mcmurphy picks that one up, throws it over the first, out number 2. Rums now up to bat. Fooled him coming high and inside to start. Now we're going to go low and outside. At least we're going to try to. Missed that one, but he swings anyway. Get it over to first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Sharks that time. Now bottom of the 4th with the score still 1-1. Larry Curtis now up to bat. He is currently also on fire right now. I wish oh, that was a silly swing.
Outside.
Low and outside. 1-1. Ooh, should have swung at that one that time. That looks low. Ball 2. Low again, ball 3, full count. And there it is, right up the middle for the base hit. Nice at bat there. Didn't start out so well, but able to lay off those couple of pitches for the balls and then get that full count base hit. Menace Reef now up to bat. Another one to the outside, ball 1. There's one kind of back to the inside. Right down the middle. Menace Reef hits that one out to right, but out of play there for a foul. Looks low, ball 2. Low, ball 3, another full count. And great play there by the second baseman. Can't get the double play, but is able to get it over to first for out number 1. And John's now up to bat. He is currently locked in. Let's see if we can get a base hit here. Way inside for ball 1. Right down the middle. Not quite sure if this is a good idea. No, it's not. Oh no. Oh, that was a good play. I decided to try to go for home, but then changed my mind at the last minute. Should have just stuck with it. Maybe it would have been a play at the plate at least, but instead it's an out. And there's the nice base hit that would have brought him in anyway. So I kind of screwed that one up. Next up, our pitcher, Ralph Mcmurphy. That one is to the outside for ball 1. 2 outs here. Wow, that was a silly swing. I didn't even mean to do that. Ooh, low, ball 2. Oh, that one is hit up into foul territory, but is going to be caught by the third baseman for out number 3. That's had a chance to get a run there, but bad base running ultimately turned into an out. And so we move now into the top of the 5th with the score still 1-1. Next up to bat is Mr. Smalls. He seems to be struggling a little bit as well, but actually they pinch hit for him and bring in Dolly, it looks like. As obviously it looks like he was struggling with just a 217 average. Dolly comes in. I kind of missed what her average was. I hit X too quick. See if Mcmurphy can kind of continue to throw a good game here, as it looks like at this point he is. Next up now is Miss Lang or Long. And they're actually going to bring in a pinch hitter for her as well. Let's come with the slider here to the inside here to start. And there's strike number 1. Let's come back to the outside. Can't get him to swing. High into the inside. Strike number 2. Let's go with the changeup. Tops corner. Got him for strike number 3. Out number 2. And that'll bring them back up to the top of their order with Emmett Pierce up to bat. Ralphie continuing to throw a great game today. Strike number 1. Let's come back to the outside. A little bit too far to the outside. Top inside corner. Trying to get there, but Menace Reef just can't quite get there. That's going to be a base hit. We have to keep an eye on him for trying to steal, as he's fast. Probably should just throw some fastballs here. There's strike number 1. Let's come with the slider to the outside corner here. There it is for strike 2. Now let's come high and inside.
Inside.
Oh, come on. Let's come back to the changeup to the outside. And there goes the runner on the changeup, and he's safe, just barely. I had a funny feeling he was going to steal. As soon as I threw the changeup, he stole second base. That's disappointing. Back high and inside. That one is popped up out to left. Come on, you got to get there. Trying to get up there, but can't. That is a home run. What a great at bat there by Phillips. It looked like that was going to be an out for sure, but ultimately he gets a 2-run shot to make the score now 3-1. Great at bat there.
Foul ball.
Concentrating, I think, a little bit too much on the fact that I thought the guy on first, Pierce, was going to steal, which he ultimately did. And I should have just been concentrating on getting the batter with two out anyway. Ooh, bless you. Big sneeze there by Mcmurphy. Back high and inside, and that is a strikeout. We're going to have to bring in now a new pitcher. Lions will enter the game. Hopefully he's not a very good pitcher. We are at the top of our order here at the bottom of the 5th. Severus Sasso, Nickel King, and Shaz Hatter up to bat. Severus Sasso, even though he's 0 for 2, continues to be on fire, so hopefully that means he can get a base hit here. Ooh, swung on that one late. Same exact pitch, gets it out to left, but that looks like it's going to be caught, and it is. He's had a couple of nice hits, kind of rockets out into the outfield, but the outfielders have made nice plays and gotten the outs.
Foul.
Swung on and fouled. Strike number 1, way to the outside, ball 1.
Inside.
Out of the inside.
Right.
High, probably would have been ball 3.
Foul.
That looked like the exact same one that happened a second ago. There's ball 3. Full count. And lofts one up to the first baseman for out number 2. Shaz Hatter now 1 for 2. Did have the double in the first inning. Does have 3 home runs on the season. That's strike number 1. Ooh, nice catch there by the second baseman. Nice hit, but a better catch. Take us to the top of the 6th, middle of the order for the Sharks. Ralph Mcmurphy, I think we're just going to keep in the game for now, unless he starts to struggle in this inning for some reason. Feel like he's been pitching well, except for he gave up that 2-run homer in the last inning. I chalk that up to a better at bat than I do bad pitching by Mcmurphy. That's one over there to Menace Reef, over to first, and that'll be out number 1. Rip Stone up to bat next. Just sitting at a 222 average. We're going to start high and inside for him. There's strike number 1. Now we're going to come low and outside. Fooled for strike 2. Now we're going to come low and inside.
Inside.
Ooh, ball 1. Back to high and inside. And that is strikeouts and out number 2. Nice pitching again by Mcmurphy. He's having a good day. Really just the one bad pitch. As I say that, I should be careful. Over to third, and that was going to be out number 3. Taking us to the bottom of the 6th. Jack Lopez, Larry Curtis, and Menace Reef up to bat. Jack Lopez is having a great couple of games here. 2 home runs in the last game. We need him to do something special here now. They're going to switch out their pitchers, knowing that he's playing. That was just a half swing. Inside for ball 1. Count 1-1. Ooh, caught the inside corner. 2 strikes now. Right down the middle, but that one was high. Felt like I needed to swing. Now low. It's a little dribbler to the pitcher. Can he beat the throw? No, he cannot. Kind of bounced off the back of the pitcher. 2 for 2 for Larry Curtis on the day. Let's see if he can get a base hit, get something going here for the Wranglers. Nope. Right as I say it. Nope. Menace Reef now up 1. Ooh, that could be a base hit, and it is. Last time I tried to steal, though, it didn't work out, so I don't really know if at this point it makes sense. But we do need to try to move him around the bases here. John's up to bat. He gets a nice hit there. I should have tried to take third, but decided not to. Don't want to make a silly running mistake here again like I did earlier. That's going to bring up Brian Dropkin, who's 1 for 2 today. Get a little 2-out rally going here, maybe. That's maybe a good way to do it. Nope, we're going to keep. Thought about going for home, but decided maybe it's time to take McMurphy out. We need a base hit here. As well as he is pitching, we really need a base hit here. So let's see who our best option is for contact. Maybe Mac Cheesy. Let's bring in Mac Cheesy. Mac Cheesy here into bat. That one catches the outside corner. Woo.
Inside.
Inside for ball 1. And that one's going to go right to second base. Thrown over to first for out number 3. Leaving the bases loaded. And now we're going to have to bring in a new pitcher here. Let's go ahead and bring in, let's see. Yeah, not Havoc Middleman. Felipe Bruce. Could bring in Brickley Peppers. We just brought in Beefy into the last one. Let's bring in Felipe Bruce. Top of the 7th. We really need a 1-2-3 inning here. We do got to have a good chance to do that with them being in the bottom of their order. With the hopes then that we were coming back in the top of our order at the bottom of the 7th inning. Hopefully try to get back into this game.
Foul.
Let's come with the slider back to the outside. Good spot. Woo, the better hit. Woo, just jumping all over the place. That's not going to be good. That's going to end up being a triple. Bad fielding there. Bad fielding. Jumping and diving all over the place. Ultimately what turns what should have just probably been a double into a triple. Now we got to see if we can try to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. Let's go with the 2-seamer high into the inside. Ooh, just foul. 2 strikes here. Let's come back with the slider, but to the inside.
Inside.
Oh, come on. Let's go high and inside. Keeps the guy on third base there. Gets it over to first. Nice play there by Menace Reef. Players playing in. And they're going to bring in Tan South to bat here. She's currently rattled, so that's an interesting choice, which I guess you never know. Let's see if we can keep her rattled. She pops one up. Infield fly, that's going to be out number 2. Let's see if we can get this last out. Emmett Pierce, though, they're back to the top of their order. He is 2 for 3 today. Get that over to first, and that is overthrown. Bad throw there. I held the button too long. That's going to bring in a run. Probably would have been for an out. Throwing error there for sure. That's going to make the score 4-1, and then we turn around and give up what looks like a home run, and it is. What a terrible turn of events here for the Wranglers. Bad fielding Just bad fielding all around. First hitter, we don't just make the easy play, trying to make diving catches and ultimately give up a triple. Able to then get a couple of outs, but then a bad throw from third to first. Overthrown. Scores a run and then turn around right away and give up a home run. Score now 6-1. All on our own errors.
Inside.
Let's just see if we can get this last out here to at least get it to the 7th, although that's going to be a nice hit. Severasasso is going back, but I don't think he's going to. He barely got there. And they're going to bring in, I'm assuming, their closer, Abel James. At the top of our order coming up, but we got to score a lot of runs. Losing 6-1. Let's see if we can at least just try to make this a game. Severasasso currently 0 for 3.
Outside.
And that one goes to the outside for ball 1. Right down the middle. It swung on late. And that's going to be a pop-up. That's going to be out number 1. Next up here is Nickel King. That one is fouled off for strike number 1.
No.
All 1. Oh, that's just a dribbler right back to the pitcher. That's going to be out number 2. Not looking good here for the Wranglers. Shaz Hatter up to bat now. This could be the last out of the game. Ball 1 to the outside. Nice strike there. There's a base hit at least, right back up the middle. Get Shaz Hatter now to first base. That's going to bring up Jack Lopez, who has been hitting the ball well. You never know. But he's going to need a home run, but we're still going to need a ton more runs anyway. But he pops one up. That is going to be out number 3, and that's going to be the game as the Wranglers lose 2 in a row after jumping up the ego to 50. Maybe it's too much, although that was just a ton of errors on our part. So not really the best of games there for us. You know, ultimately the 7th, top of the 7th was our undoing. You know, we may have had a chance if we were able to, yeah, or not. They got, you know, basically got 3 up, 3 down anyway, so maybe that really didn't matter at the bottom of the 7th. But a couple of just bad errors in the field, bad throw. You know, ultimately gave up a home run there in the top of the 7th to make it 6-1. But that is 2 losses in a row now with the ego bumped up to 50. We'll have to keep fighting, see if we can kind of get things back on track. At this point, I kind of feel like I should keep it here at 50. I don't want to cheat the system. We'll just kind of have to see how things go. Ralph McRalphie had a great day pitching, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. As you know, when we had to bring in our reliever, really, and Felipe Bruce, he was the one that gave up the home run. You know, even at that point, the score was just 3-1. But Felipe gave up 3 more runs. But again, I don't really know that it necessarily mattered. Let's go ahead and simulate through. Now the Wranglers are sitting at 7-3. Let's see what happens in the rest of the Great Vacation League here, as the Foresters now move up to 5-6, just 2.5 games back now of the Wranglers. Aqueducts continue to lead the Beach Division as they are now with a record of 8-3. Let's go ahead and see our next game is going to be against the Logmen, who are extreme contact specialists. Let's go ahead and play this game. This will probably be the last one of this evening. Again, we're going to keep with 50 here, see how this game goes. Maybe I got to think about changing it. I don't know that losing's a bad thing, but technically I feel like partly all my guys, you know, their egos are up, but it's not translating on the field. So But I don't know. I don't want to cheat the system. So we're going to continue with 50. Van Campbell is going to be our pitcher for this game. And let's get into this thing. Let's play some baseball. Super Mega Baseball 2, game number 3 tonight. Going with the triple header this evening. Lost 2 in a row now. 2 tough games. Both games kind of coming down really sort of to the end. 7th inning. It's going to be another, it looks like, away game here against the Logmen. Their pitcher looks like it's going to be Undermeyer. They do have Havoc Middleman, our ace pitcher. They have his brother on their team. But here we go. We're going to open up this game. Batting, Severus Sasso, Nickel King, and Shaz Hatter up to bat. Let's see if we can start off this game well. Severus Sasso now sitting at a 300 average. Got the Whales in the background. Strike number 1 gets that outside corner. Great start there for the pitcher. Oh, and then we just dribble one right to her. That's going to be out number 1. That's going to bring up now Nickel King. He's dropped a little bit in average. As the last 2 games, our guys have kind of been struggling. But there he goes. Nice base hit. Right up the middle there. Gets a man on base. That brings up Shaz Hatter. He's kind of dropping down in his mojo. He was all the way up to whatever the highest is. Whew, I shouldn't have swung at that one. That is to the outside for ball 1. Right down the middle. Ooh, that was just foul. I think he got actually to the inside of the base, but oh. Hopefully got back to first there. That's going to bring up now Mr. Jack Lopez, who is on fire. But let's see it. Let's see it, Jack Lopez. Show me that you're on fire. That's not showing me. That's not showing me that you're on fire. So that is a fairly quick inning for the Wranglers. Did have a base hit by Nickel King. This is a cool stadium. I don't think I've played in this one yet. At least in this game yet. Earl North is going to be up now for the Logmen. Again, this game is this is in the Mountain Division. Wranglers versus the Logmen. Ooh, they're going to open up with a base hit. First pitch. They've been watching some film. They know what I like to do. Kind of throwing it to the inside first. We're going to have to switch things up this game. Let's go to the outside first on this guy. There's ball 1. Let's come back with the slider to the inside. Let's come high and inside. Jam him. There's strike number 2. Let's come now with the changeup back to the outside. Let's see if we can get him. Trying to get him there. There, he's safe. Nice steal. Not really a whole lot I could do there. They seem to do a really good job. Ooh, nice pitch there for strike number 3. Opposing teams seem to do a really good job of knowing when you're going to throw a changeup. I think they're cheating. Like anytime I throw a changeup, that's when they steal. Even if I throw a bunch of fastballs in a row, it's like they know. Keep him on second there. That's going to be out number 2. Antonio Tropicus. His name doesn't really fit for the Mountain Division. He should be in a Beach Division team. Just like Menace Reef on my team. Oh no. That one is going to bounce off the wall, but that's going to bring home a run. That's going to be a stand-up double. Nice hit there. Into kind of that right center gap. Next up is Bobby Davis. Come high and inside here to start, but that's going to be ball 1. Low and outside. Ball 2. Ooh, missing all the pitches. Ball 3. Let's just throw one right down the middle and see if that one can at least hit a strike. And it does, but that's going to go high. That one's going to look like it would be caught. Lucky, nice catch there for out number 3. It's going to take us now to the top of the 2nd. Logman did get a score there to make it 1-0. Larry Curtis, our second baseman, is up to bat. Having a good season, .406 average. Currently on fire. He just hits a little easy one there to the second baseman, and it's caught. Menace Reef now up to bat. I think I need to try to make this pitcher throw some more pitches. I can't really do that if she's throwing strikes. Oh, but I shouldn't have swung at that one. That one might get over. Get over there. Oh, great catch by the right fielder. Sliding grab for the out. John Johns, our catcher, is now up to bat. This 50 ego is definitely different. I kind of went from about 43, I think I was at. I might even bumped it up for the game prior to moving up to 50 to 45. Then I was kind of doing 45 pitching, 45 hitting, and then 25 for the others. And I beat a team 18-2, so I felt like it was time to change things. But I don't know. 50's just different. It feels different. Pitching feels different. The way that they react to the ball feels different. It's definitely tougher, as you can see, having lost 2 games in a row. There's another base hit, though. It's 2 base hits in a row. I'm going to try to get a little two-out rally going here. The only problem is my pitcher's now up to bat, Van Campbell. Let's see if we can just let's get a base hit. Ooh, that one's probably going to get caught. That's going foul. Left fielder over there, and he catches it now for out number 3. Couple of base hits there for the Wranglers, but unfortunately not able to turn it into anything. Kind of getting to the bottom of the order. Flick Samplemore, Mateo Longstroke, and Wayne Middleman. Again, Wayne Middleman, I'm pretty sure, is Havoc Middleman's brother. He's our ace on our team. Not pitching today, obviously, as Van Campbell is. It's his turn to pitch. Let's come with the curve. I don't really like throwing curves. I feel like the other team always hits those well, but this one is popped up. Van Campbell's going to catch that one for out number 1. Thank you again for coming out to watch. If you're just joining me, we're playing in the Great Vacation League, trying to help you decide where you want to go on your vacation. If this is your first time joining me, we've got the Beach Division and the Mountain Division. Wranglers are a part of the Mountain Division, currently leading in that division 7-3, with a record of 7-3. Playing today against the Logmen, also from the Beach Division. I think their record is currently, I want to say, 3-4. No, that wouldn't be right. That's not quite enough at this point in the season. I don't remember.
No.
I just saw it before the game, but now I don't remember. But I think they're currently sitting in 3rd. That one goes to Larry Curtis at 2nd, gets it over to 1st for the out, and that is going to bring up Wayne Middleman. Of course, we want to get him out. Brother of our ace, Havoc Middleman. Let's get him. Starting to the inside, now back to the outside, and he hits one out to kind of left center. That's going to probably go for 2. Actually, it's going to go for 3. Going to throw that home to prevent him from deciding to run home. Nice triple for him there. That is not what we want to see, but that is going to bring up the pitcher, Undermeyer. We need to get her out, not allow her to get a base. Ooh, that was, come on, that was a nice pitch. Oh no, that's going to bring home a run. She's just helping herself there, bringing home Middleman from 3rd. Nice hit. They're going to be back now to the top of the order with Earl North. 2-0 now. Logmen are leading in this one. Another nice hit here. Sasso was able to get to it in center field, but the damage is done. They score another run, making it now 2-0 now here in the top of the third. Back to the top of the order here for the Wranglers. Let's see if Sasso, I feel like he's been struggling. It's a nice pitch. Even though it says he's locked in, I don't know if that's necessarily true. He's getting some good bat on ball, though not so much in this game. Last game he was at least hitting the ball hard, getting it out there to the outfield. But there were just some nice plays by the outfielders, really. Nickel King up to bat. He lifts one out to right. That's not going to get anywhere near getting to a home run. Easy out for out number 2. Shaz Hatter now up to bat. I feel like everybody's been struggling here in the last few games. I'm attributing that to the increase in ego on my part. Maybe 50's just too much, or maybe it's just right. I don't know. Next up is Judd Finneman, Felipe Nornorwest, and Antonio Tropicus. We're going to keep with Van Campbell on the mound. At this point has given up 2 runs. There's a nice strike. Let's go high and inside. We always go away on the next pitch. Let's switch things up. Now let's come back into the inside again. There it is for strike number 3. I think that's his second strikeout on the day. Felipe Nornorwest now up to bat. Ooh, diving, trying to get there, but can't. That is a base hit. Next up is Antonio Tropicus. Again, I don't really feel like his name fits. I feel like he should not be in the beach.
Fair ball.
Probably should have tried to get the double play there, but that would have been too close. I don't think that would have worked out. So made the smart play, just throwing it to first. That's going to bring up Davis now here. Throwing that one to the inside. Looks like that's going to go foul.
Low.
Inside again. Now let's go to the outside. Ooh, got him to swing for strike number 2. Now we're going to come back high and inside.
Inside.
Oh, come on. I want those strikeouts looking. Oh, but that's all right. I'll take that. Out number 3. Getting out of this inning without giving up a run. Jack Lopez, Larry Curtis, and Menace Reef now up to bat. Need to get some things going here offensively. We are struggling. It seems like we're able to hit the ball okay, just not able to get the runs we need here in the last couple of games. Or we just continue to do that. Larry Curtis now up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Let's see if we can get us going here. That's going to be outside for ball 1. High and outside for ball 2. There's a pitch, but his line drive right to the first baseman, and that is out number 2. I think what I've noticed for the most part, let's see if it happens here. Nice hit, but what I feel like I've been noticing is I always get 2 outs pretty quickly, and then I get a couple of base hits, and then it seems like the pitcher's up to bat. That's kind of what happened earlier. And then we don't get any runs. But next up now for the Logmen, Flick Samplemore, currently 0 for 1, 393 average. Let's start, why not high into the outside? I haven't done that much. Ooh, that is ball number 1. Now low into the inside. Let's come back high into the inside. Let's get her off the plate.
Inside.
Woo. Doesn't really matter. There's strike number 2. Let's come with just a 4-seamer high into the inside. 2-2. Let's come with the changeup. That's not where they really wanted to throw it. But luckily, that one is popped up. Looks like it's going to be caught. Maybe. He's spinning around in circles there. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you watching. Playing in the Great Vacation League Mountain West Division game here between the, actually just Mountain Division, not Mountain West, sorry, Mountain West Division. So much tired, always constantly saying Mountain West Conference in my Red Rock Wranglers NCAA Football 14 dynasty, but kind of playing this Super Mega Baseball Great Vacation League Mountain Division. And pop up there, that's gonna, looks like it's gonna be caught by somebody. I hope somebody get there. Menace Reef does, makes that catch for out number 3, going to the top of the 5th now. Score 2-0. Still Logmen are leading. Again, we're playing the Great Vacation League. We've got a beach division, we've got a mountain division, trying to help you decide where you want to go on vacation. Wranglers are currently leading in the mountain division, but struggling here in their last couple of games. There's one out to kind of right center, but is caught by the center fielder. Next up, Ryan Dropkin. Mojo currently locked in, 1-for-1 today. Let's see if he can help us get something going. Ooh, way inside for ball number 1. That one catches that outside corner for strike number 1. There's ball 2. Little dribbler to the shortstop, gets it over to first for out number 2. That's going to bring up our pitcher now, Van Campbell. Ooh, that was probably not a very good one to swing on. That one was better, but still just popped up. Ooh, but looked like they were struggling to figure out who was going to catch that one, but ultimately it is caught. Their pitcher, Marge Undermeyer, up to bat. Earl North and Judd Fitteman, top of their order. Bottom of the 5th inning. Wranglers just unable to get any offense going. At this point, Van Campbell has been able to at least keep the game within striking distance, but any one hitter really can change that. Ooh, nice curveball for strike 1. Let's come back here with the 4-seamer back to the inside after that curveball. There we go. That's a nice pitch. And that is a strikeout for Undermeyer, who did have a RBI base hit in the last inning for her. Top of the order now for the Logmen. Nice play there by Larry Curtis at second, getting that over to first for out number 2. Judd Fitteman has had a couple of strikeouts, if I remember correctly, on the day so far. Let's see if we can get strikeout number 3 here. Woo, he blasts one, but that's going to go foul for strike number 1. Let's go change it now, low and outside, way outside. And there is out number 3. That'll be the end of the 5th inning. Now going into the top of the 6th, we really need the Wranglers to get something going here. Top of the order is up with Severus Sasso, Nickel King, and Shaz Hatter. Although they have been struggling currently, I don't think any of these guys have had a hit today. Severus Sasso currently 0-2. Here's outside for ball number 1. There's a chance. Severus Sasso gets a hold of one. Is that going to be out far enough? It is not. All the way out to the warning track, but is caught for out number 1. I guess I was wrong in saying that. Nickel King is 1-for-2 today. He has a chance there, but just pops one up. And that is going to be out number 2 already. And that's going to bring up now Shaz Hatter. He does have a 425 average, 3 home runs, but 0 for 2 today. He's got a chance to hit one there, and he hits one out to right, but that's going to be easily caught. And that's going to be out number 3. Quick 3 up, 3 down. And that's going to bring up Felipe Nor-Norwest, Antonio Tropicus, and Bobby Davis. Now for the Logmen. Nor-Norwest in our previous game that we played against the Logmen had a home run. So we don't really want to give him a chance to hit one if we can help it, because he'll hit it out. Plus he's currently, I guess he's just neutral, but he's got, as you can see there, a ton of power, ton of contact. I don't really want to give him a chance to hit one for sure. There's 2 fouls, 2 strikes. Question is, what kind of pitch should we give him now? Let's go high and inside. Try to jam him.
Fair ball.
That is fair. Able to get to it. That is out number 1. That's going to bring up Antonio Tropicus. Again, I don't really feel like his name fits the team. Maybe we should make some trades after this season. There's just some team players that I think would fit better in Beach Division and vice versa. And this would be one of them. Tropicus just to me feels like, ooh, come on. Feels like that should be on a player in our Beach Division. There we go. Strike number 2. Let's go high and outside.
Foul ball.
Got him to swing on it. Now let's come back low and inside. Try to get him for the strikeout. Not able to do it. Menace Reef gets it at short. Gets it over to first for the out. That'll bring up now Bobby Davis. Let's start with the slider. Let's go high. Why not? There we go. Foul ball. Just trying to switch things up. Ooh, that was lucky. That pitch was really missed. I didn't want to throw it right down the middle. That's for sure. Let's go low and outside. Ooh, that's way outside. Now let's come back high and inside. That is going to be 2-second. Larry Curtis over to snag that one, and that is going to be out number 3. Now top of the 7th. This is the last chance for the Wranglers, as we are only playing 7-inning games. Jack Lopez, Larry Curtis, and Menace Reef currently all 0 for 2. Need to break out of these slumps here. Try to get back in this game. Otherwise, this one is over, and this will be 3 losses in a row for the Wranglers. Let's see if they can do something. Get one over second base there for the base hit. That's a good start for Jack Lopez there. Nice hit. Larry Curtis now up to bat. He's also 0 for 2 today. Ooh, he just dribbles one out there too. Woo! Ooh, luckily, didn't really want to give up that double play. Luckily, Larry Curtis was able to get there to first. Thought they waited too long to make that throw, but oh, that was just silliness. Why did I swing at that? I'm too excited. I want to make the big play.
High.
Oh, no.
You're out.
All right, John Johns now up to bat. Could be the last out of the day. It'd be nice to get just a 2-run shot. Come on.
Inside.
Way to the inside. Ball number 1.
Right.
Ooh, strike number 1. That was probably low. That probably would have been ball.
Right.
Now back way to the inside. Strike 2. Just a quick little dribbler. That's going to be out number 3. And that's going to be the game. Wranglers lose again. That is 3 losses today. After the increase in ego up to 50, the Wranglers lose 3 in a row. Tough losses. Tough to see here today as we lose 3 games in a row. Our offense has dropped off dramatically, is not able to get anything going. We'll kind of take a look at things here. Logman win this game just 2-0. Close game. Undermeyer gets the win after pitching 7 innings. She just kind of kept me on my toes all game. I just couldn't really figure out what she was going to throw, what she was going to do. Movement on the ball was just a little bit too much. But ultimately, Van Campbell didn't have a terrible day, just gave up 2 runs, but ultimately our offense wasn't able to do anything to help them out. So we lose this game 2-0. Let's go ahead and skip ahead here, get out of this game, sim the rest. So now 3 losses in a row by the Wranglers. The question is whether or not this increase in ego to 50 is just too much. Maybe it is. I can't decide what to do. But after losing 3 games in a row, after winning so many, maybe I need to find the balance, drop it down to maybe like 48 or something. I can't really quite decide what the right thing to do is. But now the Foresters are climbing back into this Mountain Division race, just a game and a half back. Aquatics continue to lead the Beach Division at 8-3, but the Swordfish are right there behind them at 7-4, just 1 game back. So this both divisions, really anything can happen. If the Wranglers continue to lose, somebody's going to catch them. So we may have to think about things here. Not that I don't want to cheat the system. I don't want to cheat the game. Those of you that are watching need to tell me what you think I should do. I feel like it's very interesting that I increase up to ego 50 and all of a sudden I lose 3 games in a row. And all the games previous to that when I was sitting at 4-3 were, at a 43 ego were, I was at 7-1. So maybe I need to split the difference and just kind of see where things are at. Again, if we just kind of quickly look at the schedule, we played our first 8 games basically on, a 43 ego. But even still, that was kind of a split ego. The pitching and the batting was at a 43. Kind of the base running and whatever the 4th one is, we're kind of at a 20-25. And we played some tough, close games. We won 2-1. We won 1-0. We won 4-1. We won 4-6. We won 3-0. Excuse me, I apologize. We actually lost this game here 6-4 to the Logmen. So maybe that's appropriate. We beat the Swordfish 3-0. We played the Foresters and won 6-2. And this is where I kind of started to question. I was kind of feeling like, I'm pretty happy with where the ego sits through these first 6 games, really. And then even, this game, against the Brown Bears, this one actually went into extra innings at 2-2, really. But then that first inning and extra innings, the Wranglers scored 7 runs and carried that momentum basically into this second game against the Brown Bears and just annihilated them 18-2. So that was kind of that was the game when I decided, well, you know what, maybe it's time that I need to increase the ego. So, I bumped it all the way up to 50 now, just across the board. I just decided, you know what, I don't know that base running and fielding, that's the other one, I guess, fielding. Those egos really matter until you really get into the higher levels. I don't really know that it matters. So, I just decided, let's just go 50 across the board. So I made that change, and I was even struggling whether or not I should have done it after that 8th game. But I kind of thought, well, it's middle of the season. If I'm going to do it, now's the time. I couldn't decide whether or not it was just that the Brown Bears were that bad. Which maybe that was the case. I don't know. I always struggle with sliders in any game that I play. I just want to find that balance where games stay close and are fun to play. But we did play a good game here at 50 ego. Our first game at 50 ego with the bottlenoses. Just lost 5-4. Next game though, the Sharks handled us pretty easily, 6-1. And then we come out here and face the Logmen again and lose 2-0. Although we did lose to them earlier in the season with a lower ego, so maybe that's okay. I don't know who was pitching for them that day. It was Klopp. So Undermeyer came in and pitched this game and beat us. I think we're going to keep it at 50 for sure for this next one against the Brown Bears, because that will be a good test to see whether or not it's just that the Brown Bears are that bad. So we'll definitely keep the ego at 50 going into that game. We are kind of coming down to the last part of our season here, because we are just playing a 16-game season. So we do just have 5 games left in this season. And as you can see in the standings, for the most part, anything can happen. If I really were to lose, let's say, my next 5 games in a row and the Foresters win 5 games in a row, we could very easily drop out of the lead here in the Mountain Division. So something to keep an eye on. Like I said, I'm going to keep it here at 50 here, at least moving forward against the Brown Bears. This will be a good test. As obviously they're pretty much the reason why I changed the ego in the first place. So going up against them here with a 50 ego will be a good test to see if that's a good spot to stay, or whether or not I need to kind of split that difference maybe I need to go 48 or 47 and kind of see how that works out. But for now we're going to keep it at 50. Definitely for this game. Maybe we should just play it out for the rest of the season that way. As we obviously kind of kept it at that 43-ish range for the first 8 games. I bumped it up to 50, so I probably should maybe just stick with it. If we end up not making the playoffs, then we don't make the playoffs. So that's just the way it is. So I probably should do that, and I think that's what I will do. I'm saying it right now. We're going to keep it at 50. We're going to keep the ego at 50, and that's how we're going to play out the rest of this season. But that's going to do it for tonight. We'll just let 50 be what it is for the rest of the season. Hopefully the Wranglers can hang on to the lead here in the Mountain Division, but if they don't, they don't, and we'll move on. So in any case, again, this is going to be it for tonight. I just keep talking and talking. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for coming out and watching. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you guys checking me out this evening. Thanks again, and we will see you next time against the Brown Bears. Once again, getting close to finishing up this first season here in the Great Vacation League. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.